Time for a nappy change, Ollie.
OK, Mum. I don't really need one, but I know you like to use domestic routine as an aid to parental bonding.
Now, don't patronise your mother. She's only a poor little earth girl with a tiny little brain.
Pass me that tub of Vaseline, would you, Ollie?
Have I got a rash?
No, I just want to throw it at your father.
There's someone at the door.
Oh, that'll be Mum and Dad. Put the kettle on, would you? I'll be through in a minute. Where are they?
Who? Oh, your parents. I expect they'll be outside the door.
Why haven't you let them in?
You only told me to put the kettle on. You didn't say anything about letting them in.
Oh, you look awful.
I feel awful. I'm worn out.
You're worn out. I'm the one who was awake until 5:30 in the morning.
5:30? I dream of getting to sleep by 5:30.
Sorry, I thought we were the ones with the baby.
It's that street light outside our window. It's flashing and buzzing again, and the curtains don't block it out.
I have to sleep with a blindfold on.
Every cloud has a silver lining.
George, why don't you make Mum and Dad a nice cup of tea?
I wouldn't waste a cup of tea on them.
They're my parents.
I know, but they're asleep.
Dad, wake up.
I'll try your mother.
No, George!
What? I can't go on like this, Janet.
Can't you ask the council to fix the street light?
Well, we tried that. I must have been down there 20 times.
Well, you know what they're like.
So, what are you suggesting?
Nothing. I was just saying, if you've been there 20 times, you know what they're like.
Take it seriously. Sleep deprivation is a form of torture.
He's obviously no stranger to torture. Married to her.
Oh, God. If someone doesn't fix that street light soon, they'll have moved in by the weekend. Oh, George, why don't... George?
You might have waited for me.
We can't do anything until you fill in these forms.
OK, right you are.
Now, who's next?
So, when are you coming to fix it?
When we've dealt with the rest of the pile. We're up to March 1974.
You know what, mate? If you want to get anything done round here, you'd be better off standing for mayor.
It's like the station platform at Lord's out there. Got a backache, a hernia, 2 tummy bugs, and a bloke with suspected bruising and a fracture of the shin.
What happened to him?
Made a remark about me dress.
Right, who's first then?
Mr. Cronheimer!
Sit down over there and take your shirt off, please. Just think, Mrs. Raven, in less than 2 weeks I will be Northolt's first directly elected mayor. I will have the unique privilege of serving my community.
Excuse me.
Look, I said take your shirt off. I'm a doctor, I'm not a nursemaid. Yes, I'm the obvious choice, Mrs. Raven. My policies are sound, I'm a pillar of the community.
And you're the only candidate.
Yes, well, sadly my opponent had to stand down when his doctor told him he had only months to live. All right, I didn't tell him how many months. Could be hundreds for all I know.
Excuse me, could I use your toilet?
Yes, look, it's through there. The fact is, Mrs. Raven, I can't lose. Nominations closed today.
Yeah, what?
Would you mind?
Oh, all right.
Oh, and I'll, need someone to,
You're on your own, pal.
You're standing for mayor?
Why is that such a surprise?
Because you went in to get a light bulb fixed.
Apparently it's the only way to get things done around here.
George, you don't need a mayor to fix a street lamp. You need an electrician.
Is that right? I had no idea you knew so much about politics.
This has got to be the stupidest idea you've ever come up with. Oh, no, sorry, I'm forgetting the time you asked my mother to knit Ollie a vanadium matter transponder.
And has she done it?
George, you know nothing about politics. You'd never get elected as mayor. I've got more chance of becoming the next Miss Universe.
I don't think so, Janet. You should see Miss Sargon 4. She's got 3 of the finest noses in the galaxy.
Somehow I'm not jealous. Come on, then. What do you have to do to be mayor?
Well, balance is important.
Yes.
Consideration for the environment. and harmony with society around you,
You really are taking this seriously, aren't you?
and almond oil rubbed into the joints for suppleness.
He's reading it off your yoga poster.
George, you're busy enough stopping tidal waves and putting out volcanoes. You haven't got time to worry about the lack of litter bins on Northolt High Street. Besides, I need you here for me and the baby.
I'm sorry, Janet. I've made up my mind. My nomination's in, and that's that.
Ollie, talk some sense into your father.
Look, Dad, I'm a floating voter.
Help me. I'm bleeding to death. I need a doctor.
We don't open till 9.
I'm losing a lot of blood.
Yeah, and it's affecting your brain function. From where I'm standing, that clock says 1 minute 2.
Please do something.
All right, I'll give you something for the blood.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Here. Come on, get on with it.
Bad news, Mrs. Raven. My spies at the council tell me there's been a last-minute nomination for mayor.
Who is it?
I didn't say. All I know is I've got a fight on my hands now, and I'm going to need a campaign manager. How about it, Mrs. Raven?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not interested in politics. The only time I used my vote was to kick Darius out of Pop Idol.
Mrs. Raven, think about it. If I'm mayor, I'll need a deputy mayor.
Keep talking.
My deputy will need a nice big office.
With a nice big drinks cabinet in it.
Naturally. And a nice fat expenses account.
But not a word to Terry the taxpayer.
Not a word.
Throw in a disabled parking permit, you got a deal.
Done.
Sorry I'm late. Had a bit of trouble on the domestic front.
Baby playing up.
No, it's the dad. George has decided to run for mayor.
I'm sorry, Janet. I thought you said that George was running for mayor.
I did.
I'm so sorry, Janet.
You never know, people might vote for George. We shouldn't underestimate him.
Janet, is this true, or is Tyler winding me up? He says that every politician has to have a party.
So this is my formidable opponent in the race to be mayor. I am scared.
What? Are you standing too, Piers? Well, how about that? Wait a minute. We can't both be mayor. Ooh, I've got an idea. We could have some sort of vote or something.
Yes. Yes, we could.
And then someone could count them. And wait for it. Whoever gets the most votes wins. How does that sound?
That sounds very good indeed, George.
Now can I see a doctor?
You missed a bit.
Thanks for offering, Arnie, but I don't think I need a campaign manager.
Of course you do, George. A politician without a spin doctor is like a dog without fleas.
But Mrs. Raven is running Piers' campaign. How is she going to react when she finds out you're helping me?
Oh, she'll be delighted. She's always looking for an excuse to smash someone's kneecaps.
And if I know her, she's going to fight dirty. So we got to fight even dirtier.
But what's wrong with just telling people the truth?
Don't ever use that word, George. You're a politician. Remember, people don't want to hear the truth.
He's right, Master. Remember how angry they got that time when I stood up and tried to warn them that Prince Charles was a humanoid lizard come to take over the planet?
I think it was more the fact that you interrupted the Queen Mother's funeral that upset them.
The way I see it, you should be tackling the issues that speak to the people in Northolt.
Like what?
Like fixing the town hall roof with docking pods for alien landing craft.
Don't be ridiculous, Tyler. Alien landing craft never come anywhere near Northolt.
Exactly. Where would they dock?
He's got a point there.
Look, docking pods aside, if I can just do something simple, like fix a street lamp, well then, I'll have achieved something.
What we need is a slogan. Something that deals